You're probably thinking about the clients who didn't say yes, the deals that stalled, the maybe next quarter conversations that led nowhere. But here's what most firm owners don't realize. The bigger problem, the bigger opportunity is the clients who never reached out in the first place. They don't reply to your outreach. They scroll past your LinkedIn posts. They land on your website and they click away. These are the right clients, the ones who'd pay more, who'd stay longer, who would be amazing to work with, but they're not showing up. Not because you're not good enough, but because they don't see what you really do. You're still showing up like someone who sells services, deliverables, tasks, support. But the clients you want, they're not looking for help. They're looking for a partner who can lead them to a real result. And if that's not obvious from the first glance, you'll never even get a chance. And that's the loss that's costing you the most. And today, we're going to fix that. Let me guess. You've had a call where someone says, "This looks great. Let's circle back next quarter." Or worse, crickets. It's not that they didn't need what you offered. It's that it didn't feel urgent or important enough to act on, or safe enough to say yes. Even when your price is fair, even when you're the best choice, if they can't clearly see what they're getting, they'll hesitate or choose someone else. But here's the good news. This isn't about rewriting your proposal. It's not about chasing or lowering your price. It's about making your value so clear that they lean in and say, "This is exactly what we've been looking for." Let me show you what's really happening behind the scenes. Every client, no matter how big or small, is asking these two questions before they say yes. Is solving this worth it? Can I trust you to get me there? If the answer to both is yes, it's an easy decision. But here's where it goes sideways for most firms. You explain what you do. You list deliverables. You talk about your process or your team or your tools. But the client, they're glazing over and they still don't see the actual result. They don't know what success looks like, and they're not sure if it'll work for them. That means that the reward feels fuzzy and the risk feels high. So they wait, or they walk away altogether. So how do you flip that? Well, you start by getting really clear about the outcome you help them reach and what needs to be true for you to succeed. Think of it like a bridge. They're standing on one side, stuck in a problem. They want to get to the other side, to more growth, to more time, to better results. You're the bridge. The clearer you are about where your bridge leads and how sturdy it is, the easier it is for them to step on. And here's the line that I want you to remember. High-paying buyers don't buy deliverables. They buy certainty. Now let's talk about how you sell that certainty. Most firms sell a list of tasks. Here's what we'll do. Here's how many hours. Here's our checklist. But that just keeps you stuck in the weeds. Instead, you need to show them the journey. We help our clients build what we call a client success map. It's a simple way to show where the client is starting from, where you're taking them, and the steps in between. It's like saying, "We've done this before, here's how it works, you're in good hands." And the clients love it. And it gives them a clear picture on what they're really buying in terms of outcomes, in terms of milestones, not just deliverables. And it helps you set better expectations too, with the client and with your team. And this is when you start hearing, "This is exactly what we're looking for. We're gonna go find the budget." Let me give you a couple real world examples. So one firm went from selling, $2,000 to $4,000 a month retainers to landing six-figure engagements using the same team. What they did was they got clear about the painful problem that they solved and which specific client they solved it for. And then they showed the bigger outcome, and this outcome was made possible by tightly defined success conditions that they needed in place to do their very best work. And suddenly, the right clients were saying yes. Another example is a firm that cut 30% of their lowest paying clients and replaced them with ones that paid 2 to 3 times more, and they followed the process that allowed them to no longer need to micromanage their delivery team. And another founder told us, "Our old way was hard. Now we focus on results, and our clients are excited to invest." 3 months later, they had their best quarter ever. And this is what happens when you stop selling what you do and you start showing what's possible. So let's bring it all together. You've seen what's keeping the right clients from even showing up. You've learned how to find your invisible advantage. And now you've seen how to turn it into an offer that clients lean into and say, "We need this now." The next step, let's apply this to your business. So we've opened up a handful of private, invisible advantage sessions each week by application only. And in this 30-minute session, what we'll do is uncover the hidden value in your firm that you're not fully using. We'll find out what's making great clients hesitate or disappear altogether. And we'll show you how to rebuild your offer so it's easy to say yes to at a premium price. You'll find the link to book this below this video. These do fill quickly, so grab yours now if there's one open. Look, you're already doing great work. You've grown through grit, word of mouth, and delivering real results. Now it's time to show that value to the right people. and in a way that makes them excited to pay for it. Let's unlock your invisible advantage. We'll see you in the session.